RAKAKA.se and Dars here. We're here at IEM and I'm standing here together with Snute from Team Liquid. And yeah, this is the second day of the tournament, but unfortunately you did not make it through the first day. Just briefly, tell us what happened yesterday, what went wrong?
I had a really good start against Moonblade with a really solid 2-0, very strong CVC performance. But after that I played against Grubby as my next opponent and I lost the first game, made some stupid overextensions, was being too aggressive. And in the second game my StarCraft client actually crashed. And that upset me a bit because it was in the middle of an engagement and there was a lot of hassle and, you know, the typical issues that arise when the game just crashes and you don't know who's exactly ahead. And eventually it turned into a regame, but I was feeling a bit shaky due to the situation and then I lost that one. And I feel like it might have affected me a little bit in the rest of the group, and for some reason I couldn't play as well as I usually do, but it was a good experience and yeah, hopefully I'll be a bit more prepared for those kind of things in the future.
I want to talk a little bit about, I mean, this being your first event as a Liquid player. I mean, you went from playing in GL, what's the...
Yeah,
Gamers League, right? And to become a Team Liquid player, and I mean, it must be a pretty big change after all. I mean, to play under such a big name as Liquid. Has it put any more pressure on you, or how do you react to playing and being on such a team?
I think I put a lot of pressure on myself to begin with, because the Liquid name is a quite prestigious one, and when you get on Liquid you become more known and there's a lot more potential pressure for you to add to yourself. But it's something I've been working on, and yeah, I've been putting a bit of pressure on myself because I have really high expectations to myself and I know that I get a lot more attention, so I kind of make it more difficult for myself. But I'm feeling more and more relaxed about it now.
How did it feel? I mean, just as this tournament, your first tournament as a Liquid player, did it feel any different? Like, or like, was it just like home story?
It feels like the other events that I've been to. Home Story Cup, of course, is a bit different because of the setting of the tournament itself. This is a bit more like the traditional main stage and venue type of tournament.
I wanted to go back a little bit. You said you put a lot of pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you seem, if you have to correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem like you really, you know, you're an emotional player, it feels like. I mean, you get upset when you lose, you get really, really happy when you win. I mean, or like, are you a player that put a lot of emotions into your game as well?
Maybe a little bit. I don't really get upset when I lose, or sometimes I do and I get disappointed by my own mistakes. But it's just a stupid way of acting. So I'm working hard to change my pattern of thinking because it's not really constructive.
That's true.
So eventually I'll get used to thinking positively, and then I will not punish myself multiple times for the mistakes I make. It's like if you lose a game, the game already points out your mistakes. You don't have to hear it twice from yourself or from someone else afterwards, you know. So, yeah.
And I mean, Team Liquid, it's mostly, a lot of people, I mean, think about Team Liquid, they also think about Korea, foreigners in Korea. And you mentioned when you joined Liquid that Korea would be a very nice, you know, opportunity for you. What's your situation with Korea right now?
I don't have any like set plans yet for which dates I will be going there, but I'm definitely going to Korea this year and I want to do my best there and compete in Pro League. Right now I'm in a little bit of a slump after the Christmas break, so I'm just going to do my best to practice and get back into shape. And when I feel like I'm at my peak, then of course I want to go to Korea and show them some good European skills.
Yeah, right. And I mean, we're from Sweden. We know that you live in Sweden right now. And I mean, USA claims Stefano. I want to ask, can we as Swedish people claim you as Swedish now that you're moved to Sweden?
I suppose you can.
Oh really? Oh cool.
Yeah, I would be open for it.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, how is Sweden as a country? I mean, you often talk about Norway being this expensive country, which it is. And I mean, how is Sweden as a country to live in, and maybe also does it differ anything from, you know, I mean, practicing as well?
I feel like the internet connection is a little bit better. It all depends on where you live, of course, but overall it's a lot cheaper to live in than Norway. That's nice as a pro gamer. But apart from Norway, it's not really that much different. I mean, people are friendly and, you know, Scandinavian people are very much alike, even if the languages are a little bit different.
And yeah, I want to talk about this. You know, you're from Norway, and I mean, being a Norwegian. First of all, do you cross-country skiing? Do you do that?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I used to go to this, what do you call it, cabin, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it in Swedish,
Yeah.
with my parents, and we would go cross-country skiing. I like that a lot, more than downhill, because I'm not so good at downhill.
Norwegians are better at cross-country skiing. Okay.
Maybe. At least the skinny nerds. They prefer
Yeah,
cross-country.
right. And I was talking to my colleague here at RAKAKA when we were traveling here to Poland, and we were talking about Norway, and he mentioned the name Magnus Carlsen, and he's like, yeah, he's like Zlatan in Norway, and I have never heard about this guy.
Really?
Who is this guy? Yeah, I never heard about Magnus Carlsen, and then I realized this is actually like the biggest superstar in Norway. Who is this guy?
It's the best chess player in the world currently, like the best chess player of all time.
Okay.
He just hit the highest ELO peak rating of all time in chess, something like that. He's a genius and a hard-working person. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Magnus Carlsen, and I'm surprised you didn't hear about him.
Yeah,
he's such a great chess player.
I feel stupid now when I'm not.
When he plays in major tournaments, he has like he wins 7 out of 8 games or something against people that are about the same level as him. Just thinking of that fact and comparing it to StarCraft.
Yeah.
Just imagine going up against Kespa players and you only lose 1 out of 8 games. That would be incredible.
Alright, so...
Something like that. I don't remember the exact ratio, but he's so good.
Yeah, okay, I understand. And I mean, going back to StarCraft here a little bit, I mean, I want to stay also a little bit with Norway. I mean, you're like the big star in Norway, even though we as Swedish people now have claimed you. And I mean, you're a big star in Norway, obviously. But I mean, Sweden, we have a couple of good players in Sweden, but Norway, I mean, you are the one player that really sticks out.
Targa.
Yeah, and Targa, of course,
is
yes,
really good as well.
Yeah, true, very true.
He just qualified for IPL.
Oh yeah.
IPL 6, so that's cool.
Do you talk a lot with Targa?
So, yeah. We have each other on Skype and we talk sometimes, share a bit of strategies, but not so much. A bit.
Do you? I mean, I come from the Warcraft 3 scene. I mainly remember Krelofus from Norway. I mean, do you think when you think about, I mean, Creo, do you want to be the next Creo, maybe win WCG? I mean, would you compare yourself to that guy?
I don't know. I don't really know him that well. I've never talked to him, and I've only heard stories about his success. But yeah, so I can't really compare myself directly, and I think he also played less. I might be mistaken here. I don't know enough about him. I just want to become as good as I possibly can get and win as much as I possibly can for my team, both in Europe and abroad.
I wanted to just end with talking a little bit more about IEM here. I mean, TLO is in the quarterfinals now. He's on your team, and I mean, looking at the players that are left right now, what do you think about TLO's chances? And I mean, how do you think the tournament's gonna end up?
I think TLO has some really good chances to even make it to the finals. Like, I absolutely think that could happen. His CVP is a little bit unorthodox, and now he has to play IEM first. And I think that he should be able to defeat first. I saw first play, I played against him myself at the MLG Summer Arena last year, and he lost to Sorov, and I was also able to take a game off at first, and the other sets were kind of close. So I think that TLO, he's been practicing so much lately and he's showing some good games here. I think he can absolutely make it to the semis. And then if he, for example, would get CAS, I don't remember the bracket entirely, but I'm pretty sure he can make it to the finals if he plays his best.
And final question, have you seen the crowd out there? What do you think about it?
Well, it's crazy. Shoutouts to everyone in Katowice for just showing up. I mean, the line to the venue was so long. People have been standing outside in line for hours just to get in, and the hall itself, the arena, is just full of people cheering. It's amazing. So I really hope there's going to be more IEMs here.
Okay, well, thank you so much for the interview.
Thanks.